Oh, I just got a trophy quick. I got 2 trophies. Quit the game and then start again, and awarded for getting any other trophy. So first,
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
There's a trophy for hitting this door 5 times.
He had simply missed a memo. Oh, please.
What's up, Aries?
Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times.
Y'all hear me good?
Is that all you think a trophy?
Hold on, let me make sure you guys hear me good.
Click a door 5 Y'all hear me good?
Okay, yeah.
Trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times.
Yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do I take the left door like the narrator told me to, or the right door? I took the right door and the left door yesterday. But there's so much to do in this game. What's up, Lonnie? Do I take the... Told me I had to take the left door. But do I take the left or the right door? I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. You want me to take the left door like the narrator told me to, or take the right? Right? Okay.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, should I break the rules again? It told me to take the first door on my left.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I didn't get to this part yesterday. This is a new part. This is just me breaking the rules.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else...
This is a really cool game, though.
The fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
This is a really cool game.
About. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Okay, should I break the rules again?
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Yes, okay.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
You're playing Call of Duty?
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Should I pick up the phone?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not
I
just
unplugged
with radiance, but with
unplugged it.
Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white.
Bro.
Credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't
It's got me trapped in here right now, too.
I noticed it sooner. You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
This game is literally mind-altering, though. Like, I was fucking with me last night. This is a really cool game.
You run around in this game for so long. If you've made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have
another
that kind
trophy
of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part
This
of
is
being
new.
a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, In this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike
Trust me, this game is so weird and different. Every step you do right or wrong changes the whole aspect of the game.
Who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking.
Like the game, there's like hundreds of different outcomes of this game. And they're all completely different from each other. Like this is way different than what I experienced playing yesterday. Way different. And I even watched videos. Like there's a part of this map where if you do things wrong long enough, you go on a Rocket League map. Not lying. You go inside of the Rocket League map and the Rocket League balls start dropping.
On a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making
This is a really cool game. And I don't like games like this. This is really cool.
Making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Thanks, Bay. I think it's just me and you here now. Do it wrong. There's no other way. This is the only way I can go right now.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I need a key card. Is there any other way? Okay. Back here again.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'll go the right way.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of
This is another
life.
New room
Shocked, unraveled,
that I wasn't in.
disbelief who orchestrated this. until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
115.
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the
Nightshark 115. Nightshark 115.
Is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Nightshark 115.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect.
Nightshark 115. It's probably just trolling me, to be honest.
What it means to take a story seriously.
I think it's trolling me.
If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain
Nightshark 115.
Is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
this is not the story that I had yesterday. I'll go through the right if it gives me another chance, because it will. This game is like.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Yeah, it's glitching. Look. Yeah, this is obviously meant to happen. They're just trolling me right now. That's why I said, babe, this game has like thousands of outcomes.
Oh, it's ruined. You
can't
believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone? Left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
What the hell?
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish.
Bay!
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
This is weird.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
I beat it in one of the ways.
Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do.
There's different ways to beat it, but...
Step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
Yep.
Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this.
Yeah, this is a cool
The story
game.
needs it. So...
Now watch, I'm gonna do it differently this time and the whole game will be different.
Stanley, are you there?
It's completely different. I love you.
It's okay, I can wait.
Wait, so how long did it take me to beat it?
Time to make sure
18 minutes, that ain't bad.
Best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Okay, bae. Oh, yeah. What's up, William? Okay, back in here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, so did
Stanley
I.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door.
I
on
haven't
his
played
left.
Minecraft in a long time.
Yet there was not a single
I've been trying
person
out
there
other
either.
games.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
I know,
boss's-
this is a
coming
really
to a
cool game.
staircase,
I've never
Stanley
played no
walked
game
upstairs
anything
to
like
his
this.
boss's office.
You can go in the bathroom too. Money is the morning. Money is the evening. Oh, morning. Money for breakfast. Money crisp.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Looking nice. Bro, there's literally a camera watching me.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Now is when it gets cool.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now? when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'll have to do that one next time.
The lights rose on an enormous...
No, I didn't want to, because I saw a YouTuber do it, so I already know what happens.
This place hold, Stanley thought to himself.
I'll do that next time.
To find out. Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating,
well, I know not
working,
to turn it off, or turn it on, I meant. I'm supposed to turn it off.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls.
I turned the power on last time.
So
let's see what this does.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin. The feeling of liberation, the immense possibility.
This is such a weird game.
Before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And it just puts me back in the room. Oh, I beat the game! Test trophy description. Yeah, I beat it again. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna end the stream. I love you, bae. That was fun, though. Deuces.